Hello, everybody! Oh gosh, I'm out of magic and almost out of health. That's unfortunate. But also... Oh, where is it? Where is it all? I know I have them. Oh, they're here. Boom. Let's start drugging the town. Oh gosh. Magic spoilers for the new set have started. I had some success in recent CDH games. Everything is going well.
Nice.
I just won an invisible object as a reward. Oh no, requests available, huh?
Yo,
Yo to you too.
yo, yo. All right.
You know what I think you need to do? I think you need to do some, day resetting or whatever, just to get Fuka to love you.
Townsfolk. Sort. Let's see. Randolph is only at level 5 with 77%. So let's drug him a little. I can feel incredible power welling up inside me. Level 6 at 7%, so increased his affection rating by 30%.
So you should be at 97%.
Should be, yes. 91%. Gosh, I'm going to
So
need...
it's probably less effective with each level of it.
And I need to get everyone in town up to level 10 for friendliness.
You need to get everyone up to level 10 to be able to romance Fuka.
No, for requests that I got. I don't know what's making me unable to romance the puppy. I don't know what it could be. Let's take this.
Here, I'll help look that up here.
So that should be 8. Still less than 9.
Let's see here. Fuka likes it when you give her golden salmon, golden octopus, marlin, or emerald.
Yep.
So those are the best things.
I have her at rating 12. Hey, take one of these.
Would you like a fortune told?
You give it to her, she immediately drinks it. That's yummy. I want another one. Alright, so now they only do like 9% of the time. Well, I already got you up a bit.
Time to eat.
So, question,
Accidentally.
has she never had a romance event icon appear on the map?
Not for the longest time. I know I did like
Oh.
one of her 2 events like forever ago, but the other one just never showed up.
So you did the one at Lackadaisy?
Yeah. With the like making cupcakes, I think it was. So
Let me see here.
Oh, off to work. Have fun.
Oh. Yeah, the only thing I see here is that the other one is Great Tree Plaza at 10 a.m.
mm-hmm.
Huh? Yes. There. Thank you.
You're on a group outing. Let me see. Oh, it's right. So it's 78.
Thanks. Thanks.
Nobody minds if you just casually try to
Thanks.
drug the entire town to make them all like you more.
Thanks.
Oh gosh, something was like 10%.
Thanks. 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 Hello.
Is Fuka in your party?
Yeah? Why? Does the thing just not show up if she's in the party? It's shown up for
I-
other people.
Okay, well, then maybe that's
Would you
not
like your
it.
fortune told?
Would I buy honey? Wait, are you in your shop?
Fascinating.
You
Is it not?
rang?
I like to see a rotating stock.
Welcome.
Now the annoying part is I don't know what among these I have and do not have, but I think I have
Please.
shipped
Thanks
out
a
all of
bundle.
these. Woo! So this episode, let's figure out how to romance our favorite little puppy, which sounds worse than just saying to romance Fuka.
Question. You don't have any other romance story events going on with any other character, do you?
I don't think I do. Alright, I do have a side story going on now, but still though, for the longest time I hadn't had one going on. In fact, I did
It's a sunny day.
everyone else's like requests and stuff, just hoping that I could like clear the area just to get Fuka's thing to spawn, and it never did. But I also wound up accidentally going into a thing that where they renovated the baths, so that's apparently still not over yet.
Guess you gotta keep dealing with it then.
Yep, gotta finish up that thing, which will probably take a few more days, but
Yeah, apparently, you can't have any other sub-story things going on.
oh yeah, yep. The character events don't spawn in if that's the case. God, I need to get a ton of honey to keep making love potion. Like, it is the one thing. Is that your phone buzzing? It's like the one thing that I don't already have enough of. I don't. Yeah. I can't buy honey at either of the two regular stores in town. So I have to rely on Heinz having it in rotating stock. Oh, look, material stone. Screw it, let's just buy an entire full inventory of material stone really quick here. To donate, to put into our material stone bin that's right next to them. Don't worry, we still have 22 million Gs. We can afford this. We'll be fine. I can't believe you were up at 1 and didn't even, like, message me or anything.
Well, I thought you were asleep.
No.
I didn't realize you were still awake.
Much junk in your
Yeah.
item trunk. Looking for come again anytime.
Entire full inventory of material stone. 621.
Welcome.
And I wish there was some way to buy the objects faster, but there isn't. So, woohoo! Looks like this is what we're doing today. Yeah, I remember that, 2-hour long episode where all I do is mine for stone over and over again?
Oh, I mined for fish.
Yeah. This is
Sorry,
definitely
that's
a
it.
much faster way to get it. That also uses effectively no in-game time. Oh, also, you remember that bug that we had in Crystal Project? Where was it equipping the lifeline as a secondary weapon means you don't get your double attack?
Yeah.
So I have an answer from the dev about why that is.
Oh.
It turns out when you use a double attack, what the game does is automatically unequips the
Junk in your item trunk.
other weapon when you go to make an
Looking
attack.
for come again anytime.
So when you attack with your main weapon, it unequips your side weapon. But when it does that with the lifeline, that raises your max HP, which means you can no longer afford to use any of the Reaper's attacks. And then it switches to re-equip the lifeline to and unequips the main weapon, and it says, oh, no, your max HP is so low. Yep, I will allow this to work.
bizarre way of like having it like programming it to make it work. So
I mean, there are only, what, 2 weapons in the entire game that decrease your
that
max HP?
so
Well,
it's
there is a third, but it's a two-handed weapon, so.
so basically
Welcome.
you reveal to them a rare corner case, basically. Not
Yeah,
even an edge case, a corner case.
the only way to do it is to use a ninja main class, take the equip sword ability, have a Reaper subclass, put a max HP lowering weapon in your offhand, and then try to use one of the Reaper's abilities. Specifically, a max HP lowering weapon that lowers your max HP enough that the Reaper ability you try to use therefore becomes impossible to use.
Yeah, that's what I'd call a corner case. Wow.
Yeah, because ninjas aren't normally allowed to use swords. So I had to learn sword to make that happen. But it's completely fine if you have the lifeline in your main hand. And some, non-max HP lowering sword
You've got
in
too
your
much
offhand.
junk in your items. Looking for. Come again anytime.
Notice we have an answer to it, but still?
You have an answer to it. Are they going to try to figure out a way to correct that?
I have no idea.
Because the thing is, like, the fact that the part of the process is unequipping it makes me think probably not. Like, that would be.
Yeah. A lot of the katanas have abilities that's like, all of your attacks gain X attribute. But what it specifically is always meant was attacks with this weapon are X attribute. Because, say if one of them is a thunder element, and you dual attack an enemy that has like a resistance to thunder, the other sword will hit for normal damage, the thunder sword will hit for less damage. Specifically the your attacks have thunder attribute only applied to that weapon. But whereas if you had an accessory that said all of your attacks have thunder element, then all of your attacks would have thunder element.
You've got too much. Looking
And I
for.
always kind of wondered why that was, and it turns out, yeah, when you attack with your other sword, you unequip your thunder element sword, so the attack does not have that element.
And again, like that's again just bizarre that that's the way they program it.
Welcome.
Yeah. Slight Crystal Project spoilers there. I mean, Ninja and Reaper, and it's like, whatever. It's classic Final Fantasy classes.
I mean, you use Ninja Reaper, like the Ninja Reaper combo for, like, as far as I can tell, at least the last third of the gameplay that you have, so not really a spoiler.
Well, Episode 2 still hasn't gone out yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's that much of a spoiler. Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't really want to say it because it's even more of a spoiler, but strictly speaking, if one were to try to do a minimum fights run of the game, there is a 1/2 of a block, there's a jump that's like half of a block too long to cross on foot. That's stopping the player from being able to skip one of the mandatory fights.
Looking forward to your continued payments. Whoops, I meant come again anytime.
Yeah, I won't go into too much detail about why that is, but Yeah, if one could just somehow get past that jump on foot, one could theoretically skip one of the fights and thus potentially be able to beat the entire game in 3 fights. One of them being the final boss.
Wow.
I
Welcome.
guess up to like 10,000 or something. Just have like a lot. Because House doesn't normally give material stone or lumber, so I gotta, buy a whole bunch of it while I can. But yeah, randomizers is the game where fun. I want to talk about that game so much, but everything I say would be big old spoilers. Not that anybody's gonna watch this episode, but still. Yeah, still looking for a game that's similar to it, but I don't know. I really...
How about Final Fantasy?
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm not a super huge fan of the JRPG aspect. I'm a super huge fan to the, like, open world, explore the world, get into places you're not supposed to get. Because even playing through it casually, I still did sequence
You've got
breaks.
too much junk in your
Just with the
Looking forward to your come again
whole big,
anytime.
ooh. Just channeling my, ooh, what's this energy?
Oh, in that case, what was it here? In that case, Final Fantasy II.
Final Fantasy 2
Where
is...
that's the one where you can literally walk around to any point on the map, like right from the start. Of course, the enemies are stronger in some sections, so it might not be a good idea to do that. But,
Can I jump over the enemy over and over again to juke them out and make them get tired and want to go back home?
No, because you don't actually see them on the world map
Aww.
in the overworld.
Yeah, it turns out that there's like a pretty massive sequence break you can do literally at the start of the game. But if you do it, it doesn't really give you anything. And then there's like probably like no way to actually get back from doing it, so it's like, what's the point?
You've got too much junk in your items. Looking forward to come again anytime.
I've just spent like 2 million on rocks.
Welcome.
I wonder what the limit to the lumber stone storage bins is. Because it's rare to reach up to 10,000 material stone or lumber, but you do need close to like 20,000 for all of the stuff of the game. So, would they make the limit like 20,000? Or would they make it like, 99,999? Or would they just make it much bigger? 999,999!
Bottles of beer on the wall. No, wait, no. Jars of catnip on the wall.
Well,
9,999 jars of catnip. Wait, was it 9,000 or 99,000?
999,000.
999,999 jars of catnip on the wall.
You've got too much
999,999 jars of nip.
Yes?
Yeah, no, I'm not continuing.
Oh, I was wanting you to continue for like
Welcome.
one more line.
Okay. All right, take one down, pass it around,
Everyone's too stoned to continue the song. That was the part I was waiting for.
Okay.
Apparently Crystal Project is going to get mod support, so can't wait to see what kind of kooky mods come out.
You know, I'd like to see Crystal Project get the Moemon treatment,
More.
where every monster in the game is has a custom sprite that vaguely looks like the original one, but is basically just a cute anime
Come
girl.
again, anytime.
So, like Yu-Gi-Oh! One more thing of stone, then.
I don't think everything in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just a cute anime girl.
Have you seen any of the cards from the last, I don't know, 10 years?
Look, the last card I know of, you know, that was a cute anime girl was Dark Magician Girl.
There have been a lot of cute anime girl card arts in Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially more recently. But I remember doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Not tournaments, but events, like 11 or so years ago. And way back then, you could play like just a deck that, you know, focused, wins in a couple of turns, blah blah blah, that sort of thing, and still do pretty well. And of course, yeah.
Or you could have a deck with over 2,000 cards.
No. Back when I played, there was a hard limit of 60.
Okay. So it's after that particular tournament.
Yeah, and also, I don't know what my rulebook is, but I have a rulebook from the Yugi deck.
Junk in your item trunk.
You know, from like 20 or so years ago, about. And I believe even in there it says 100 card maximum deck size.
Oh. Interesting.
So they would have had to have either done this, you know, before that Yugi deck ever happened, or it just actually never happened.
I've seen pictures, and I mean photos.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures of like the two guys carrying the giant deck box.
Yeah, I've heard it. Sorry, saw it, heard the testimony.
Time for your checkup.
But, nowadays you try to play Yu-Gi-Oh! If your deck can't win on turn 1 with only 1 or 2 specific cards, and with enough cards in the rest of your hand to counter everything that your opponent does to try to stop you, your deck sucks and people will yell at you about it.
Yeah, people kind of are terrible like that.
Yeah, like I took part in a more so casual Yu-Gi-Oh! Discord server. We don't play all of the top broken cards. And I built a deck that can win on turn 1 if it goes second. And the opponent has a creature with 2,000 or less attack upgrade to block. And if I get like... So yeah, if you're shot.
You rang?
And I have 2 cards out of a selection of 4 in my hand. Like there are 4 cards in my deck, and if I get like basically any 2 of them, I can win turn 1. And I was talking about with some of the people on the server, like, hey, how can I make this deck better? And their suggestion was, yeah, take out like all of the cards and start over from the beginning.
Damn.
It's like, yeah, I know you want to summon this like big awesome boss monster, but instead of doing that, literally play something else.
Thanks a bundle.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that once.
And it's like, oh, but I want to play this. It's like, oh, well, it sucks because there's like no protection. It doesn't need protection. It's like, oh yeah, well, as soon as you get that out, I'm just going to, use one of my hand traps and remove it. What hand traps do you have that can remove a monster? I want to know so I can run them. Oh, well, stuff. It's like, dude, I'm new to this game. What are the hand traps that you can, remove some monsters? Oh, well, just, have a set trap that's going to immediately destroy it. I have back row removal, and I will absolutely move your back row before you go and do anything. Whenever I say that I'll have traps that will remove monsters, you always say that you're going to remove my back row before you play any monsters. Why is it so different when the situation is reversed? Why is it you can have trap cards and I can't destroy them because I will never get back row removal or something, but I can't have trap cards because you'll always have back row removal?
Well, that's because they're cheating.
And it's like, yeah, just, start turn going second, play a back row removal, get rid of all of their things. If they have any monsters out that could prove problematic, remove their abilities or just destroy them, and then just go for the win.
You rang? Welcome.
Yeah, they're playing with the heart of the cards, which, has been effectively confirmed as literally cheating.
Please, take your time.
I wish I knew which of these
Thanks
objects
a
I
bundle.
have not had.
Or is that too much of a geeky
Let
reference?
the adventuration
I mean, that
begin.
is a Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
It is Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's just like...
And apparently the server heavily disincentivizes FTKs to the point where if someone makes a deck that's capable of FTKing, they won't allow it. And if someone accidentally gets an FTK, like from Exodia, they'll just redo the duel.
Seriously?
Yep.
Then what's the point?
FTK specifically being winning the game on turn 1 when you are going first. If you go second and win on your first turn, that's not an FTK. Even though it is your first turn, it's not the first turn of the game.
Now here's the thing: is that an actual official rule, or is that just a server rule?
It is official that is the definition of an FTK, but in normal Yu-Gi-Oh, if somebody does win on their first turn while going first, they just get the win.
You rang?
They don't want the feel bads of, someone getting into... Because it's also an RP server, so of someone getting into a nice RP duel, only to be blown out before they could even do anything. Hey look, golden potatoes!
Please, take your time. Thanks a bundle.
Since I'm having to look for something so specific here.
I've been waiting for far
Actually,
too long.
where's my notepad thing of this? R5 ship list. This game takes so long to load sometimes. But don't mind me just shipping out a cool 384 million. Alright. Light still need shine. Meds. Medicine, medication. Where are the drugs, yo? Ah, yeah, fair point. Nothing to ship out here anyway. Woohoo! So first we started drugging a couple of people, and now we're looking for... Now we're looking for the honey. It would be so nice if there's a character in this game like Raven that just sold, like...
You rang?
What? Materials?
Welcome!
Just like...
Welcome.
It would also be awesome if I could just look in here and see if an
Please,
item has
take
been
your
shipped or not. Because as it stands, I cannot look here and see, like, have I shipped out donuts? I don't know.
Thanks a bundle.
I'm glad that nobody in town cares if I go to accidentally hit them with my sword. They're all really cool with it. Oh yeah, I have the Rune Factory 4 special game FAQs page like tagged or whatever. So if somebody asks a question on there, I get an email about it, so I can go in and try to answer it. And what, yesterday, day before, someone's all like, "Hey, how do I beat like such and such area? People always say that I need like better equipment, but I can't make better equipment without better recipe bread, and I can't get the better recipe bread unless I do the area." So I'm just there like, I didn't need any good equipment for beating that. It's like, yeah, sure, like, upgrade your equipment, like, your crafting levels are still in, like, the 40s and 50s. You can wrap up forging and crafting up to level 99. Just takes a bit of rune points and a lot of scrap material. But you can totally just grind
You
that
rang?
pretty easily.
Welcome!
Welcome.
Thanks a bundle.
Yeah.
Don't push yourself.
So yeah, just get some companions to help out with things, upgrade your weapons, raise up your forging level and crafting levels all the way, and then try having some normal recipe bread to see if it does give you any new recipes. Oh yeah, there's a new Atraxa card that just got spoiled today, and in it, it mentions... I mean, it's either a typo, or... Yeah, either... Yeah, it lists off all of the card types, and in that list, there's either a typo, or rules
You
change,
rang?
or a early spoiler for another thing, where it mentions
Welcome.
battle as a card type, but it doesn't mention tribal.
Thanks a
As a
bundle.
card type?
Battle. So
Can you
either
collect
it's
the
a
kitchen
typo
for
and they
me?
meant to say tribal, because the original card is in Spanish and it's been translated, so typo or mistranslation, whatever. Or tribal is being renamed to battle. Even though there haven't been any new tribal cards in years, there's that whole thing going on around like Twitter and stuff about how tribal is a bad word and don't use it. But it's not like bad as in don't use it, it's bad as... It's not bad as in don't say it, it's bad as in like don't use it or something, and then other people are saying no, it's fine, and I don't know what's going on with all that. Or they're coming out with a new card type known as battle. Personally, I hope that it's just tribal being renamed battle, because I'd only worry about doing that if they're going to make new cards of that type. And my tribal deck could really use some new cards to it.
Fascinating, is it not?
Yeah, one of my favorite things about playing Commander
Welcome.
is doing something and then having people comment, "Wow, that's awesome."
Please, thanks a bundle.
I show off my Oabu, or whatever, my all Planeswalker
I've been waiting
deck. That's like,
for
no, it's actually just like
far too
67
long.
Planeswalkers and 33 lands. And people go, "Wow, that's neat." Because normally when people make a, Planeswalker focused deck, there's like 10 to 15 Planeswalkers and that's it. And that's not nearly Planeswalker focused enough.
Yeah, you take Planeswalkers to an obsessive level in your deck.
I take everything to an obsessive level. I obsess.
Yes.
But there's also that one companion card that basically says that you have to obsess. Or, Umori? Yeah, I think it's Umori. Where all of the non-land cards in your deck have to share a card type. So they do. They're all Planeswalkers. And there's my one that... Yeah, they do. They're all tribal, except for the commander. I feel like the most powerful version of it will be the all artifacts one.
You rang?
Because as I've proven, artifacts are good.
Welcome.
The all enchantments one could also be good.
Thanks a bundle.
Hey, no grass.
Work hard, stay on guard.
So... But yeah, Atraxa Grand Unifier is a new 4-color legendary creature. It's redless though, which already had an extra 4-color legendary creature anyway. So now redless has, 2 extra commanders that the other 4-color pairings don't have. I think if you don't count partner commanders, the other 4-color pairings each have, what, 1? And then redless has like 3. Yeah, 7 mana.
You rang?
Attracts the all card types blink deck. Could be interesting. But regular
Welcome.
days. Oh, OMG, more material stone.
Thanks a bundle. Welcome.
You don't just like have shrine in here, do you know?
Please, thanks a bundle.
Okay, I remember I was so excited when I started playing this game when it's all like, hey, you can use these crystals to give your dragon farms permanent upgrades. And I was all like, heck yeah, that's awesome. And it's like, yep, you can make it bigger, and everything else is temporary. You can feel like 2 like earth crystals or whatever to make the field bigger, and then no more bigger after that. And all of the other crystals are just temporary things that only last like a few days, and it's like, oh, that's kind of pointless. Yeah, I like permanent upgrades in games. Permanent upgrades, like, you know, getting permanent upgrades is like just like, would it really be so hard if it was like, hey, you can feed it like, I don't know, 5 water crystals, and then from that point onwards, all of the farm fields are always going to be considered watered, which is auto water the whole field. And it's like, hey, cool. Water the entire field for me. Do it, coward.
You rang?
Please show me your rotating stock.
Welcome.
Well, still no honey.
Thanks a bundle.
Everyone needs a little adventure now and then.
I just need the honey. Gimme the honey. Bam, 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 bam. Sale?
Welcome.
No,
Thanks a
not
bundle.
sale. Rotating stock.
Welcome. Please take your thanks a bundle.
I'm gonna go take a little power nap.
It's sleepy.
Now, what
Just
was I
getting
doing
some
again?
little bit of a nap before the co-op stream.
If the co-op stream happens.
Looks like it's gonna happen.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Borderlands.
Ah. I was about to ask, Plata?
No, Axe wants to join. I don't think Axe has played up.
Uh,
Also, I have a feeling. I mean, here's the thing. I guess it depends on whether voice is definitely taking part. If voice is, then it probably is Borderlands. But if voice is not, Played up could be an option if you can talk Axe into it. Anyways,
Or they all join as well as somebody else who also owns Played Up, and we play that more than 4 players mod.
okay, and how many people who own the game would need to download the mod?
It might just be only the host.
Well, anyways.
Fascinating, is it
You
not?
rang?
I mean, you and Ellie are the only people I know who own the game, so.
It's a good game.
Welcome.
I'm gonna take a little nap. I'll be back. Well, maybe. I'll message you when I'm awake.
Thanks a bundle.
Alright, thanks a bundle.
I'd like to take your bundle.
Wink. As it were? No, did I just teleport back here? Wait.
I await whatever the day may bring.
Okay then. I don't know, who knows, maybe after this I'll do some Played Up, because there is one particular build that I want to try with a kind of endgame thing. And if it winds up working, then that is kind of radical and awesome. And I don't want to give out too much information about it, but yeah, there's yeah. Yeah, trying to solo fights that were never meant to be soloed. Sounds like a pretty fun time.
Fascinating, is it not?
You
Yes, I know
rang?
I am. Yes, I know I didn't.
Welcome.
Give me the honey!
Thanks a bundle.
Give me the honey. If
And
I wanted to
eventuality
actually
wouldn't be
grab
so
items
bad.
to try to ship them out, I'd have to basically just guess at what items I haven't already shipped out, because I've shipped out a lot of items without marking them down, so I'd have to recheck my entire shipping list, which is boring to do in video, I understand, but so is doing all of this stuff that I'm doing. Who knows, maybe I'll just play some more Commander, and while I do that, I just have playing Rune Factory when it's not my turn, and constantly run over to Heinz's shop. If I can find honey, buy like 500 of it or something obsessive like that. So I'm going to be making, if I'm going to be getting the ingredients to make a couple hundred gold juice a day, I might as well buy an obsessive amount of honey, right? Pretty sure honey is fridge only, so upgrade the fridge as well. To store a lot more stacks of it. During the townsfolk, though,
rang?
that will be on.
Welcome.
Yeah, I wish you could just like tell him like what item you want him to find, and then he'll be all like, "Hey, I can find that for you in
Please,
X
take your
amount of
time.
days."
Thanks a
However
bundle.
long it would take to get like. Yeah, however long it would take to get
And
the
don't be late.
based on how rare the item is, like honey, it's like, oh yeah, I can have some for you for tomorrow. Where it's like, hey, I want, you know, the heaven and earth longsword. It's like, yeah, come back to me in 3 weeks. It's like, hey, I want an emery flower. It's like, yeah, come back to me next year. Thanks. I mean, the problem with that is it'd have to change up how it all works. Yeah, a game with like a job system, like, you know, Final Fantasy, Crystal Project, Bravely Default, which I should play Bravely Default too, but that doesn't have nearly the same level of openness to the open world as Crystal Project. Oh god. I don't know, something about playing Crystal Project is like, hey, I don't want to fight this enemy. How about instead of just getting into this random encounter, I just run around it. Like playing Pokemon,
You rang?
you are generally faster than the wild Pokemon, so you can just run away. Crystal Project, you just jump over the wild monsters.
Welcome!
And like, even some boss fights can be skipped this way.
Thanks a bundle.
I haven't been able to skip any boss fights this way. But people have been talking about how they've been doing it.
Oh, hey. Morning.
So I'd love to try a playthrough that just fights as little as possible. Main issue is that it'll be a combination of a heck of a lot of just walking around, because that's going to be much of it. And then a heck of a lot of, you know, trying to juke out bosses without fighting them, failing, getting in the fight, auto losing the fight. And then at the end, or at least, you know, at the parts with the couple of mandatory fights, it'll just be a case of, well, how in the world are we going to fight this if we're like level 3? Because there's like a thing that you can go to change up your party's levels and stuff, but you can't give them more levels. Yeah, if you could, then just pay to make all of your characters level 60 and be good with it. Although with minimum fights, the only money you can get is from the items that you found lying around.
You rang?
Because you can't get money from fights if you're not doing fights.
Welcome!
And there's only like one other method in the game that gives you money without having
Thanks
to
a
fight.
bundle.
But you have to do at least one fight to unlock it.
Any new samples for me?
Yeah. Discussing the matter with other fans of the game, it's really incredible how much you have to do to get the thing that makes it so you don't have to do things. It's an unlockables thing. You'll see it. You'll see it when the series actually comes out in a couple months, and then you'll be all like, "Oh, that's what she was talking about." Back in episode 150, 153, 154. Yeah, shoot. Speaking of episodes, doesn't the new episode of Owl House come out like today? Or is that on the 20th? I'll have to go and check about that as well. See if we can watch some Owl House. I want to watch some Owl House. I'm gonna watch another third of season 3. Haven't even seen the trailer for the episode yet, because yes, the individual episodes have trailers because they're basically movies now. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave it like this and hopefully by next episode I have at least the honey, if not a whole bunch more love potions to share with everybody.